Cedric McMillan and Andrew Jacked. Always a very competitive comparison in terms of pitchers, of course. These two dudes, unfortunately, did not compete together. So they were definitely not competing at the same time, and unfortunate for us fans because it would have been a humdinger and a half. This is your winning video for yesterday's poll. Where I did a poll, and clearly you guys wanted to see this one, but there's some other ones there, guys. I really want to see every one of those ones. Rubiel versus Andreas Munzers. Wow, that would be neat. Get this video up to 400 likes, and that is doable. Here is the bloke, the individual himself, that requested this. So Brian Lacheri, or Lachira. We love you, Brian. Oh, yes, we do. Here is the front double. I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to sing the person a song that voted for, that requested it. The people will be just rushing in now to get the request in. Want a song sung by Mark's Max Muscle. Here it comes, the front double biceps. Wow, Andrew Jack's arms sure did grow, didn't they? You think there's any clay in there? Oh, no, never mind. I didn't say that. It could be clay artists now. Andrew Jack overall looks more conditioned. He looks bigger. He looks as big as a house compared to Cedric McMillan. I like Cedric's physique. Don't get me wrong. Love his physique. These two guys, both over 6 feet tall, which is rare in bodybuilding. I think Andrew Jack has the bigger head, so it could be same shoulder height, maybe, depending on how they hit their poses, I guess. But having said that, I think it's obvious. I think Andrew Jack is in one other level. It looks like he has 20 pounds or something of that nature on Cedric McMillan. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the weights of these two dudes at these point in times in their career. Obviously, Jack would be more. But anyway, front lat spread. It's not over yet. Or is it? It seems like I've been avoiding this one. This comparison. Love Cedric McMillan. He is a real good dude. One of the great ones, guys. And physique-wise as well. I mean, not too many people can hold their own against Andrew Jack. And he is somewhat here. He's a big dude, too. You can see he's holding his shoulders down, whereas Andrew Jack is spiking his upward towards the heavens. And I don't know who's getting the favor of, or the way they're hitting their poses, but ultimately, yeah, Andrew Jack, he's just a little bigger. And I gotta reiterate, I think he's a little more conditioned as well. Turn these two fabulous structured specimens to the side, and you see, Franco, you see things change. I say side chest, you go to front chest. This is not a front chest or anything like that by Cedric McMillan. But look at the big man's chest, if you will. Made Cedric a little bit shorter. He's bending at the knees. That is simply easily explained to you height experts. But Mark's Max Muscle, we really like you. Give my old heartstrings a well-needed plucking. Love you too. But anyway, the chest of Andrew Jack, something has to happen with the display. It just looks a little bit too skimpy. So I really have no choice but to give Cedric the side chest. Although conditioning... Here's a side tricep. Look at Cedric. He really did have that 70s bow, that 70s side chest, even in the side tricep. Look at it. It's a big pad. It's a big gym mat. I think I've made that comparison before. I think Jack is a little closer in the side tricep than he was in the side chest. Still minute in the chestal region. Ripped, good and conditioned. These are picture comparisons, guys. First of all. Second of all, I'm no expert. I'm not a judge. Darn it, I'm not a judge. Kept that one clean. I said, darn it. But if Andrew Jack was more conditioned and it was obvious, he would win, no matter how good Cedric looks in this. And that's why Cedric never really won the Olympia. Still up in the air, guys. Go to the back shots. Sizing again. You guys are going to get on me. And rightfully so. You should get on us channels if we're going to missize these ones. You see, Andrew, you bend at the knees quite a bit, you see. And Cedric McMillan, he holds his legs a little bit straighter. So it renders them around the same height. I would suggest traps on Cedric. Very good. Not bad at all. Andrew Jack, he is opened up like one of those umbrellas. Or no, like a parachute. You throw your parachute, you jump out of the airplane. Your heart's beating. I could die. Whoa. And then you throw it up in the air and it goes. That's just like Andrew Jack's Lat Spread. Yeah, I bet you dollars to donuts. Cedric did that jumping out of an airplane stuff before. Tell me if I'm wrong on that one, Jeeves. Here is the rear double by. I went ahead and made Cedric even a little taller than Jack in this comparison. I wonder why. His legs are even more straighter. They're more straight. When I look at Cedric's lower back, he displays a Christmas tree second to none. Look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in this shot. No fooling. Look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in this shot. But you see, Andrew Jack might be a little... I don't know if he is a little anything. I kind of prefer Cedric in the rear double, to be honest with you. Size, conditioning, maybe. But look at the hamstrings. I think Cedric might be winning a shot, guys. I don't want to see any of those nasty comments. Andrew Jack wins in all poses. Doesn't win that side chest. Here's the abs and thigh. Wins the abs and thigh, though. But you know what? Cedric, he was a little unsymmetrical in the quads, I'll tell you that right now. Not too many people talk about that, but he was. It got worse with time, you see. But he displayed this to a perfection, to a T. He displayed his big one out forward. Good cuts in them abs from Cedric. But what can you say? What can you do? When you live in a shoe, you save your loot and buy a boot. or cut the heels off and live in a flat. All right. Yesterday was the Friday Groaners. Here's the most muscular A shot, a pose, which could go to Cedric McMillan, as well as the side tricep, side chest. But the thing of it is, take a close look. You see how dry, like a stone, like a rock, Andrew Jack is in those quads, things of that nature. It means he's much more conditioned, and ultimately, Andrew Jack would win between this version of Cedric. Cedric had a beautiful physique. So does Andrew Jack, maybe on a little larger scale. And Andrew Jack has the edge in conditioning, I do believe. Now, there is aspects of Cedric, that big man's chest from the side. Very impressive, but it's just not enough. Sadly, it's not enough. He was a longer-legged individual. If you compare the upper and lower bodies, was Cedric, and Andrew Jack is a little more perfect on the structure point of view. Of course, arms, this angle, Cedric, Jack obviously in that front double, he's improved that shot, for goodness sakes. He slapped on some workouts, something. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Oh, no, I forgot. I wasn't going to ask you guys that. Or I wasn't going to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel. Because that's panhandling. Well, I love you anyway, and that's free. Have a great one, guys.